This time we are presenting new sets because the exhibition is taking place in Moscow. Our new product is a walk around Moscow, featuring all the sights of the city. And since spring is just around the corner, we're already craving some color. Our primrose is also a new addition. I'll tell you the most important, the most beautiful thing.
Come on, the wine one.
The mandala, we made it about 10 years ago, but
I remember, I think I saw it at your place, you had it.
yes, absolutely everyone saw it. That is exactly how it happened.
Excellent, wonderful.
A beautiful design, really just gorgeous, yes.
Exactly.
That's it for everything.
Look at these lovely little boxes. Is it two-tiered or something? Oh, how wonderful. How lovely, really.
For example, our pecheronil. This is one of our very first designs, which has existed for almost 10 years, and now it's come back to us for the exhibition. This piece was stitched on a very fine 27-count canvas, and you know, it's as if we're seeing it again for the first time. You see, yes, this is a man, Dobrynya Nikitich, right?
Yes, yes.
But you just leave him like that. All the mechanisms are with me.
Just like a little apartment, right?
You put him behind the curtain and he's like a lover hiding there. Only his shoes are sticking out. Honestly, it just makes you want to do it. Dear crafters from the city of Tver, we invite you to a Stitchers meetup on March 28th. Come, it will be interesting. We'll chat, have some tea, laugh, share all sorts of little secrets, and just see each other. All the details will be written below the video. Come, we're waiting for you. Hello, dear friends. We are at the Winter-Spring Handicraft Formula in Moscow. And now we're going to walk around, do some interviews, check out the new products. It's truly a celebration for crafters here, so I wish you an enjoyable viewing experience. Oh, how beautiful! Well, I've already bought one like this before, and I have an antique chair. I bought a pillowcase similar to this one, and it fits so well. This pillowcase matched that chair perfectly. It turned out like they were made for each other. An antique chair and this pillowcase. I put the cushion inside and it looked just wonderful. Great, maybe I'll buy another one like this. I'll see, I won't rush, I'll come back later. I'll take a look carefully, thoughtfully, and deliberately. That's great.
You can easily unfold it whenever you need to.
Yes, we're talking here. What are we doing? We're making a frame, right? Yes, right on this one. On the frame.
All right, I like the custom. Let's remove it.
Oh, I already removed it.
So we'll put new glass in here.
Yes, maybe some kind of decorative edging. Well, it might work.
We'll see, yes, how to do it right. The craftsman will take a look and decide what's best, yes.
I understand. Thank you very much.
Mom, does it slide so you can move the frame up to a meter this way and that way, or how?
This part here is fixed, though.
Right here? Sure. And this part slides, it slides.
Right now, the temples are at 70,
And how is it fastened? Are there some kind of clamps there?
Yes, everything is set up. There are 3 of them.
They were put right here.
You need to choose the fabric, yes. Look, the spokes go. There's nothing else there.
And does this get tightened later, or how?
Yes, you can. If the work is tall, you just wind it onto the horizontal bar right here on these.
I see. Interesting. I keep thinking about buying one, but where would I put it? My husband would kick me out of the house. Our apartment is so small. My girlfriend one day, there's no time. Will she make it? How do they all manage? Yes, that's it. I'm already busy. Nikita Alexander. They're looking for me. How nice. Hold on. It's okay. How are things with you too?
Little by little, today is somehow a bit more active because yesterday things were kind of slow.
Non-working days, tomorrow will probably be the busiest for you, right?
Did you bring anything heavy over there?
Some candies for you. Thank you for, I received this gift. Let's go.
To mine.
Today's so nice. I'm so happy. I hope that you
Received them on time.
we received them on time, of course.
Beauty. That was also passed on. Loyalty.
We had a box standing there and everyone would come up and take some and eat, and I even brought some to the office. Hello, these are going fast, my girl. You're my beauty. Hello, you decorated everything so nicely. Well done. I really like the bear.
The bear with the drawing, our little owl today. So cool. Ask which is the prettiest and we'll say.
Go ahead.
The wine mandalas. We made them about 10 years ago.
Well, I remember, I think I saw it at your place. You had it.
Yes, you saw everything. That's how it was.
That's great. Wonderful.
It's a beautiful design. It looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, yes.
Just everything, really. And here we have two designs. Same designer, but this one was embroidered by a woman using half cross stitch, and this one was done by a man using full cross stitch. That's how it is.
He framed it like that. We were brought one like that too.
Right here.
We framed this particular piece as well.
These are male images, right?
Men in.
Embroidery are kind of less common, so we decided to have these ones, right?
Wonderful, awesome.
These ones are cheerful.
These are really cool. I like them a lot.
Today,
Listen, can I leave it? It's terrible.
let me...
I'm so happy to see you girls. My favorite girls, my golden ones.
With Kirill, I won't hug, that's all, okay?
Well, you see, you can actually just say hello, hello, but then again,
The top won't recognize them. They're normal. The ones who came to visit you in St. Petersburg recently. Do you remember me? I got cut off.
well, as for me,
I didn't really get to thank you properly.
oh, please, I understand everything.
You know, I was in such a rush. I know I was late for the train, couldn't stay, had to run, barely made it to you, grabbed my... and ran, well, and...
All right, that sounds good to me.
And thank you so much.
For what?
All.
That's very nice. Well, thank God. The most important thing is that you liked it.
Thank you, good.
Goodbye for now. Take care. Dear friends, we are visiting Irina Evgenievna, our wonderful ones whom we all love so much. These are simply masterpieces. Just look at this beauty. Today, Irina Evgenievna will show us her new pieces that they brought today to the formula.
Dear viewers, dear embroiderers who, how should I put it, are getting their works framed, yes.
And
You see, today, Tatiana Viktorovna and I are together in the same company,
yes, that's
which means that our minds are working in the same direction. I'm very glad that you are framing our works. We have not only our own, but there are also other masters. But honestly, well, you know, there's a list of elite, for me, elite ones in framing workshops, and I am happy to have my works framed there. I promote them, and sometimes people ask us, do you have a framing workshop here? So I say, yes, you can also get frame samples from us. That's what I wanted to talk about. We have a lot of new things and a lot of well-preserved old things, because really there is nothing newer than something that is simply a forgotten old thing. For example, take our Nim cave. This is one of our very first designs, which is almost 10 years old. It still exists, and now it has come back to us for the exhibition. This piece was stitched with golden krynik on a very fine 27 count canvas, and you know, it's as if we're seeing it again for the first time. I suddenly rediscovered it for myself. A different perspective on how to look at this painting, because, well, usually, and I think so too, a painting should be clearly visible both from afar and up close, and so to speak, nothing should be blurry, nothing should be lost. You should see everything. And suddenly with this Nim cave, I realized that when I look at it from a distance, I see this darkness, the light, the ship. I see these beautiful female bodies. Naked, beautiful. I like all of that. But when I come closer and look up close, I start to see a completely different story. I begin to notice this chest, these ornaments, these gold coins that she is tossing. And suddenly I'm looking at a different painting with a different story. That's what's so interesting. Something like this has existed for 10 years. Yes, I finally saw it. And here's another highlight for us. Something completely new for the first time here. At the exhibition, and for the first time, there's that story about the little glass for the drummer painting. It's a funny genre scene where a brave soldier drummer comes into the kitchen to the cook, and she's polishing a copper basin. Naturally, he starts flirting with her, and she's giving him the eye. She gets distracted by his advances, and as a gesture, she pours him not just a mug of water, but a little glass of wine. That's why the conversation in this painting is about to get even livelier. I think a painting like this would look very charming hanging in your dining room or kitchen, just for variety. Among the vegetable still lifes, for example, yes. And here's something new as well, for the first time. An embroidered painting, one embroidered piece. For the first time at the exhibition, it has come to us from Novosibirsk. Here are the horses at the crossing. This is a large painting, a big piece of work, and since this is a landscape that also features a horse. Yes, animals, we were honestly a bit anxious because there are so many different details. Will the horses be visible? After all, between the mountains, where the river is, where the forest is, and here, you really need to show the horses how they gallop across the river. And now it has finally arrived, and we were relieved because the landscape is beautiful and the horses have everything, their manes, their eyes, their muscles. Here is a new piece. It's large. Any work that's 40 square is always big, but you can calmly stitch it without worrying about it. The new painting is not the same as the previous one. What is it called? It's a still life with parrot tulips done on fine 25 or 27 count fabric and tulips, right there on this black background. The background turned out velvety. I'm not sure if it's because of the fine stitching or the painting itself. And these bright multicolored tulips are very vivid. They're being shown at our exhibition for the first time. I think they'll find their own admirers, their own embroiderers for this piece. And there's another work called Boris and Elena, which also appeared here recently. Well, I won't tell the story of Paris and Helen just yet because it's a long story. You all know that it ended with the Trojan horse, right? So that's how Boris and Elena began, a beautiful embroidery of a small size. I'd like to draw your attention to a painting called The Lion in Love and highlight it for several reasons. First of all, it's a very amusing plot. This old officer, elderly and experienced, has thrown away his weapons, forgotten everything in the world, and sits next to the young embroiderer, holding her. He threads the needle for her, and she only glances at him, and there's embroidery. This is about us, you know. This painting is very charming, amusing. You can't look at it without smiling. There are so many details, and there's also this problem. Why didn't we make it into a pattern for so long? Because, well, how do you frame it? How do you frame something of this shape?
Very well, I got it.
When we managed to find a workshop that made this kind of frame, everything came together for us. We finished the embroidery, put it in the frame, and everything became harmonious in the end.
It really is very kind-hearted.
That's why I'm truly proud of this work myself, and I want you to be sure to take a look at our ladies. Two empresses, Empress Elizabeth of Austria and Princess Victoria. We even had their frames made in the same style, because royal figures should be surrounded by royal decor. And a new work, Shining June. This one sparks a lot of debate, the red dress, the circle of the sun. There are many, many debates and questions about it. Why is it called that? In general, no one really knows, but when I look at this painting, I see it as a mood, an impression. Here it's about everything, about sadness, about love, about the heat, and about the brevity of life. It's a kind of philosophical, bright ginger spot in your interior. You are probably seeing this piece for the very first time, and I also really want to show off a little bit. Right here we now have Eos, who was Prince Albert's incredibly beloved greyhound. You can't even really call this a simple statue. It is a true masterpiece of art. A painting. It's a ceremonial portrait of a dog. She's a regal dog. She knows how to behave. She stands and looks just so. She knows she's the favorite dog, damn it, yes.
That she's a beauty and that
She's a beauty. I'm also really happy with how this painting is framed. I think when you added that red border, it really made it pop, didn't it? It really did, yes.
And as for me,
Hope that some of these works will come to St. Petersburg. I think it's scheduled for December or maybe late November or already early December. And we hope we won't get sick anymore.
please don't get sick because
Come, take part. We'll bring the works. We have more of them here than in Petersburg, so we can't take everything, but we'll definitely bring about half to show because seeing them in person is completely
different.
different. It's better to see something once than to hear about it 100 times, right?
Exactly, because simple photos and videos just don't capture the true breathtaking beauty. That is actually right there in front of you.
Really? And you know, ladies and gentlemen, too, when you come and see these paintings in person, you'll see the warmth of the fabric because these are textile works. You'll notice the matte quality of the fabric and even a bit of unevenness. And you really want to pick up that apple. You want to take it. It draws you in. Unlike painting, you know, I myself started to think that embroidery has its own charm, something that original paintings don't have. This is our copy. This is how we embroider. We love what we do, and we invite you to come to be sure to see and notice these nuances, to see this charm. Yes, embroidery takes a long time. Even painting it would be faster for an artist than embroidering it with a needle and thread. But this will be your masterpiece. It won't just be a masterpiece of world painting. It will be your personal masterpiece. Embroider, you can frame it, you know.
These works have a completely different energy. People always scold me for this, but I just can't help it. I have to touch them. My hands just reach out to stroke them.
And, you know, it's very interesting. Someone brings their work to me at an exhibition. They send it rolled up. Yes, they're embroidery. I take it to the workshop. They frame it, hang it up, and then the owner comes and asks, "Where is my piece?" I say, "This one is mine." "Yes." "No, that can't be. That's not mine." That's how much the framing transforms the piece. It brings out completely new nuances that even the embroiderer herself never suspected. That's why we have this friendship, and that's why the little stripe is the same.
Yes, very often people come and say, I made this piece as a gift and, well, the framing is nice, but something about it just isn't quite right. Even if it's expensive, we still try to make it beautiful. We do our best, even if it's on a budget, to make sure it's worthy.
Even plastic frames, yes, can sometimes look very striking.
And you know what happens? People come, see the finished piece and say, no, I'll go buy something else as a gift and keep this one for myself. That's 99% of the time.
It's true. It's a shame, you know? You know, you've put so much work into this embroidery that it's hard to give it away. This brings us to the topic of our background here. Half of what you see here was given to us as gifts. I understand how hard it is to give away something you've made yourself, but the girls embroider and give their works to us. That's the kind of generosity our embroiderers have.
You see, Irina Evgenievna, to give it to people who will appreciate and understand it, yeah, that's a duty. Yes, that's different. But when you give it to someone who doesn't really get it, and they're just like, well, it's a gift, just a picture, that's all, even though it's handmade.
By now, I think everyone should understand that handmade work is expensive, that very few people can do it. And yes, unfortunately, handmade work is undervalued here. That's true. And
that's why, of course, when it's someone who understands what it means, how much effort and soul has been put into all of this, of course, that's something completely different, truly. That's why they don't mind giving it to you as a gift. You know the value of this work, not just the material value, but the moral value, so to speak. Well, yes, that's probably why they give you these works, because you truly appreciate their effort. The soul they've put into it, that's what
I hope so too, yes.
Yes. I wish you creative success so that you produce even more new things and make them as interesting as possible. After all,
it's important to embroider and show them, yes.
I know that you sew a lot yourself for the country.
We'll try to keep you supplied with work.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, there's all sorts of beauty everywhere. Well, it's funny. Of course, this is one of my very first works, which I decided to frame myself back in the 1990s. I covered it with a little film, a plastic sheet, stretched it, bought a frame. And then I fastened the mat using several office binder clips.
Wait, what was that?
It's just that this is the very first work there. The date, our price.
Patrick, do you remember when that was?
It's a wedding mat, and there are also poems on the back. Don't fall into the hands of anyone but your beloved. In general, I want this to be somehow reframed.
All right, I understand.
And I won't make the choice myself. Instead, I will leave the decision completely up to you. Perhaps you could find something wooden, maybe.
All right, all right.
I wanted to give you this one too, if that's okay.
How much does something this interesting cost? How much is it worth? 13? It's beautiful, this one. The beautiful woven frame like this. Wonderful.
Yeah.
And this one, it's the same one on the square. I just painted it, assembled it artistically to make it look old, trimmed it.
And do you sell the models already painted?
No, they're like this, and the paints come in a set. You paint them yourself, right?
No, I definitely wouldn't be able to do it.
It's very detailed, look, just like a construction set. You just take, for example, 4 parts from the 4th sheet and glue them on like this. And so on. Here, you start assembling the window.
I wouldn't be able to do it. Well, I'll think about it, but yes.
By the way, I got a message. My uncle, born in 45, he assembled all 7. Well, there.
Girl, it's inexpensive. On even weave fabric. Yeah, maybe it's already from me. Tell me, are you a professional designer? And do you have any of your own unique designs?
These are original patterns. I am the designer.
This little mist, I've already had it brought to me several times for framing. It's so cool. I really like it.
Yes, people embroider it very often. Oh,
How cute. Of course, I like even weave, but I'm afraid I won't manage it.
but you can easily stitch it on Aida fabric too, because there's only partial stitching in the upper corners. Everything else is fully stitched. So on Aida, it looks just as good as on even weave. Tell me.
Please, is your name Lena?
Lena?
Yes, Lena. Did you design all of this yourself? It's very beautiful. I like it. I especially liked this one, the little seascape.
The theme's unique.
Very cheerful works. I really like them.
Adelka's are also sea-themed and...
The mist, yes, I've already had several brought to me for framing, and I've seen it too.
Thank you, so...
Well, I guess I need to buy it.
They'll give you a discount. Do you do framing? What do you frame them in?
I framed them in a baguette at the hotel.
A traditional French baguette workshop? Oh yes, I definitely know who you are.
You know me? Yes, well, yes. Well, you never know, just in case.
So then, why do you need it on canvas? Are you going to take it?
Let's do that, because I'm afraid I won't manage on even weave. I'm afraid I won't be able to handle it. Yes, I understood that, especially for you.
It's absolutely massive. To be honest, I
specifically exchanged it on purpose.
I enjoyed this. Here's a pattern, plus a cat or two.
No, it's not in Saga. This one isn't.
It's in the group in the daycare. You can download it. Just go to the group and it's free there.
This piece is titled On the Blanket.
Or here's the address of the group. Patterns Hotels. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's great, wonderful. A very cheerful piece of work. Thank you.
Thank you. That's very nice to hear, yes.
I'll take it. I wish you the best of luck. All the best. Goodbye. Take care, okay? Are these your original patterns?
That is correct. It was by the original author.
Is this really you standing here? Are these the entirety of your creative works that I am seeing right now?
Yes, yes, yes.
They're very beautiful.
Ralkova is my pseudonym, and Korolyok in the V-Contacta group. I've been a designer for 5 years, drawing patterns and putting together kits.
Do you draw them yourself?
Yes, I draw them myself based on paintings by artists, or sometimes
So do you actually create your designs based on some of these paintings?
a painting, for example, like this one. I use Frem, a 19th century artist. Here are flowers and also contemporary artists. For example, Korolyok is Nina Tunina, our artist. I create patterns based on their works. Is this your first time at the formula?
It's my first time, but I see that I've never seen your work before. I think someone once brought me one of your pieces. They were framing roses there as well. I'll find it on my phone later, come up to you and show you. Maybe it's yours. Or do you have everything you've made displayed here?
No.
All?
Only a small part of my patterns are here.
There were roses there too, if you...
Exactly, yes, I only brought roses. There are also landscapes, but of course I mainly brought roses, flowers.
Very beautiful, really, really super, of course. These roses are very beautiful, and I like the fabric too. But the thing is, I probably wouldn't be able to embroider something like this.
This is his Pollen Austrian.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Do you have business cards?
Of course, you can take one.
Lovely, and what cute little boxes. Look how gorgeous they are. Little jewelry boxes. Look. Oh, it's so nice. Take a close look at these absolutely stunning and awesome little jewelry boxes. They are truly beautiful. Is it two-tiered or something? Yeah? Oh, that's so cool. How lovely, really. As my uncle said to his daughter,
if you clutter up the apartment, Zhenya, you'll go live with your mom.
it is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Hello.
Hello.
Tell us, what's new with you, our beloved owl forest? Well,
This time, as always, we've brought a few new items. For example, these lovely bows. There are 4 of them with crows and little pumpkins and with squirrels and coffee and tea bows. Our embroiderers really like them. They buy them as blanks, then embroider them, decorate them beautifully, and use them to adorn their homes. By the way, they don't take them to the frame shop. That's not a problem. There are very few things you can finish as textiles, so this is our solution. Well, we have some new items here. One of the new items, which we're showing here for the first time at this exhibition, is an embroidery kit called Quiet Abode. This is embroidery on a printed base, done in a birch bark style that we created. Actually, I envisioned this as a series. There will be more storylines continuing on the same theme. Our designer, Elena Bukhtiarova, is continuing her series of these amusing animals. She stylizes them in a very interesting way. Right now, she's working on tropical animals. Well, not exactly tropical, more like giraffes, zebras, and little elephants. So what else is completely new? These 2 here, they're a bit on the gloomy side, with their own gloomy kind of charm. It's called Black Ivy and Magic Recipe. Well, for those who like that dark restrained style, what else? Are the rest new items from this year, or did they appear after the exhibition? Well, the latest ones, yes, were formulas. There are also new items on the other side. Let's go. We've got things hanging all around us here. I
like it here with you.
Here's something else, of course, that's interesting and that we want to show. We drew it. Well, a knitting pattern and an embroidery pattern are almost the same thing. You just have to account for the stretch factor. And we've had this idea for a long time that it would be great if our patterns could somehow be used in knitted items, in sweaters, in some cardigans. As a trial, we made a scarf. At first, we tried making our own branded one, just as a souvenir for employees. We found a company that would make them for us based on our designs. And now we've made several scarves for sale. They're very cute. We're happy with how they turned out. It's not a DIY kit. It's already a finished product.
Great, well done. That's good.
On this wall, we say goodbye to winter. Here we have new items, mostly related to winter themes. Here we have the snowcat, the city Christmas tree. These are the things we released in January of this year. A free embroidery pattern. This is the A Christmas tree was born in the forest pattern. And this one here, as well as this one, are also called 5 minutes to midnight. Yes, these are cross-stitch patterns. It's just that the stitching here looks quite raised and voluminous. Here we have the 5 minutes to midnight pattern with a crow. These are the things we released. Snowflakes, for example. These are what we released in January and December of this year. The absolute novelty at this formula is right here. It's called Farewell to Winter. I've long wanted to draw something on the theme of Maslenitsa to say goodbye to our truly magnificent real Russian winter this year. But of course, now I'm already looking forward to spring. Here we have a series. There's also a winter design here, but it's actually about the 4 seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. In these designs, we use not only cross-stitch, but also various decorative stitches, which is very interesting right now. Many people are getting a bit tired of just cross-stitch and want to try embroidering something different. Usually, decorative stitches are used in more abstract compositions, but here we have something more or less with a storyline. And these are the designs that we released right before New Year's, Christmas snowflake and New Year's snowflake. By the way, this one also uses a printed base. It's just that a darker patch of blue is laid here. This gives a sense of depth, the feeling of that black nighttime winter sky. This one was released and we showed it before the St. Petersburg exhibition, Snowy Walk, also with a dark winter theme. So here we have winter.
And
over there, spring has already begun.
wonderful. Thank you very much. That's really great. Beautiful, wonderful. The girls really love embroidering your works. They're just delightful. Wonderful.
It's nice to hear that.
And many have now switched to specialty stitches. The girls really like them. We have one embroiderer, Marina. She does specialty stitches and everything she makes turns out so beautifully. Magnificent.
You always want to try something new, something
To play around with. She's quite the experimenter. She loves everything new. Very beautiful. She does it all without glass, so you can even touch everything.
Well, we also frame without glass. We tried using museum glass, but to be honest, it's significantly more expensive. And yes, it's quite a bit more expensive than the standard options. And besides, it actually just feels much more vibrant and alive this way.
But the preservation is completely different. You always want it to last as long as possible. We had a woman once who didn't believe in using glass. No glass at all. About 4 years went by, and she came to us by taxi with a huge stack of embroideries. She said, take them apart. So we did. Anna took everything, washed it all, brought it back, and then we framed them under glass. Because after all, it's the city.
There are some pieces I frame. Those that I know are true masterpieces from my point of view, the ones that are especially dear to me, I frame them under museum glass as well. It costs a lot, but I do it. I
Do the same thing.
Yes, the ones I really can't bear to lose.
And
The simpler ones I just keep. Yes.
But it's a shame that everything still gets covered in soot in our cities.
Well, of course, of course. I even have a whole wall in my kitchen covered with them. I look at it and think, it's beautiful, but there's glass there too.
Yes, that's true. You're taking a risk.
Yes, yes, yes.
Although it's pretty far away, of course.
Well, do you have an electric stove?
Electric.
Well, that's not bad,
Right? That's the only thing I'm counting on.
That's not so bad. If it were gas, that would be it. You could basically say goodbye. I wish you creative success and, of course, good sales. Thank you. And may you always have something new, new and new again.
We have a huge number of ideas. Thank you for supporting us and for always coming to visit us. We also follow your work. We really like everything you do.
Thank you. It's nice.
Of course, to see my embroidery in your shipments.
Yes, the girls bring in a lot. So, Tatiana Viktorovna, I wish you
Good health. Thanks much.
please post these videos more often. I want not just the selection, but for the whole framing to be shown as well.
Okay,
I watch Belly Baguette.
Oh, there are friends.
Yes, they're my fellow countrymen. I'm from Belarus.
Ah, that's great.
Well, I was born there actually, but fate.
Fate brought you to Moscow.
Well, post-war times, of course. I've always dreamed of buying one, but my apartment is so small that I'm afraid if I bring it home, he might not kick me out, but...
Oh, let me tell you something interesting about husbands. No, we had a lady once. You know, not everyone gets humor very well. Well, not everyone, I mean. She said, if I come home now, my husband won't let me in. I said, you see, the main thing is to run in first and lock the door from the inside. She said, well, you must not be married. I said, 25 years. She said, well, you're lucky. I said, well, what's so lucky about that? Lucky?
Listen, it's beautiful, of course. Right now, I just got a bonus. It's just enough for me.
I'm calling to ask if you provide home delivery.
Yes.
He'll be lucky himself.
To begin with, it is absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful?
Well, that is
Half of what matters.
What's your name?
Katerina.
You can call me Katya. You see how it is? Hello?
Will you come tomorrow? Will you come tomorrow?
I'm working tomorrow.
Well, for heaven's sake.
Well, for heaven's sake.
Listen, the thing is, I'm not a proper embroiderer. Everyone scolds me. I embroider without a hoop, without marking. And of course, I bought those little frames twice. And then I caught myself doing it like this and then sewing like this again. So it's kind of cheating, right?
With the frame? Well, I always want to learn how to embroider properly. And the frame is just like this.
Well, it's beautiful, of course.
It clamps, right?
It clamps. So we have a mechanism that we invented and patented. You open it and the frame rotates. Yes, that's enough.
Like this.
And then after that, you
Close it, press it.
Yes, and the frame stops rotating. The height adjustment mechanism is exactly the same.
Yeah.
That is, you set it up for yourself, close the mechanism, and you can lean on the machine. It won't go anywhere.
The letter A.
About how to clean. You see, this is our man, Dobrynya Nikitic.
You yourself alone?
All the mechanisms weakened him like this. And just pull him behind the curtain and he's like a lover. Only his shoes are sticking out from behind the curtain.
It just makes you want to keep listening.
Yes, for those who are, well, large-scale embroiderers who have all sorts of epic ice battles planned.
How much is all of this together?
Altogether, right now, the price of the stands with the website discount is about 21,000. We have significant discounts for International Women's Day, you know. That's why there are accessories for it, and you can expand it.
Exactly how wide is this one?
This is 60. The basic set is always 60 centimeters down.
I have another question. How do you clamp all this so that everything stays nice and straight? The side tension will get in the way here. Do you staple it there?
No, nothing gets stapled. Actually, this mounting system is also our own development, and it's already gone mainstream. It allows you to make an inexpensive and very lightweight frame. Everything that's not physics is magic to people. There is a wide groove and a narrow fastener inside. And if you look, it clamps just the very edge of the canvas, but the fabric itself pulls it tightly against the wall of the groove.
The main thing
is to turn it in the right direction so that this little fabric loop forms and it clamps itself inside. The fastener lies freely. You can take
delicate and lightweight linen fabric and
then create tension. Tighten these handles
and wind it up.
And wind it up. Then like a papyrus scroll, from one edge to the other, you roll it.
Some embroider from bottom to top, others from top to bottom.
It doesn't matter.
If I bring this home.
As I say, the main thing is to be the first to get in and lock yourself inside. I had a different story. I'll tell you later off camera. That's how you learn.
Oh, well, that's lovely. I had a different story. I'll tell you now off camera. Just like that. I say, girls, I'm going to teach you something bad. That's how you should be with your husbands. I don't know how to buy it. That's how I ended up losing my apartments too.
Wait, let's try another one.
Which one? A smaller one?
Yes. You sit down, I'll bring everything to you now.
I like this little thing. And you?
Does it have to be with a frame or are hoops okay too? Yes.
I never embroider with hoops. Laughter, I can't embroider with hoops. For me, it's always...
I support you.
Wow. Another one like this. And where does this go? So you attach everything here, right? Yes.
You can attach it here. Here you can adjust both the height and the tilt. You can even clamp hoops here. And you can spin the frame in front of you.
Can it be made lower? It can.
Everything can be adjusted.
And here?
You can make it lower here too. And it all folds up as well. It goes down.
No, this one is more interesting.
Yes, these ones aren't bad either.
Yes, this one is very compact. In its own way, it's actually one of our most compact
frames. So handy, really beautiful. I really like it. Oh, girls.
Should we get it?
It's like with names in this world. All who have one head are snakes. Gorinik the serpent, Tugari.
Snake.
And on two legs there are men. Ilya Muromets, Dobrynya Nikitich, Svetogor.
Oh, listen.
I need to think about it. Yes, we don't give anything away right away. Sometimes we still talk them out of it.
You are dissuading it in vain. Thank you very much. The thing is, I'll think about it, of course, but my apartment is very small.
And I also thought that Tanyushenka was coming. Of course. I really wanted to give you a call, but since you always come over on Saturdays anyway, I decided not to. Kirill, I invite you to try our northern treats. It's for real here.
Yummy. This is where you ended up almost on your birthday.
Miss Gispertova had not brought any items with her at all.
Well, that's right.
Well, Anya is swearing at something. You are all making things weird.
Yes?
That is not the case.
Speak.
We pass, we walk.
When? Where is Olechka? I will have to see. I'm not the right person for Nikolai to... I'm always afraid and embarrassed. Well, it is just that somehow... Out.
Why, Alexandra?
Oh my, that is amazing.
Here.
What beauty. Well, Tanyusha, as always.
Such a hospitable girl. You are with a ferb, say, and that is why it is a muksun.
Wow.
Yes, a delicacy.
This particular species of fish lives in the cold, deep waters of the vast northern seas.
The Antarctic region.
Actually, they are found mostly in the wide river estuaries, far beyond the Ural Mountains, and much closer to the region of Yakutia.
Dear friends, we are now at the RTO booth. Let's take a look at their new items now. They have a lot of beautiful things. Every time there are so many new things. And what I like is that they have miniatures. There are so many beautiful miniatures. Let's take a look. I adore these little boats. They're not new, but I really love them. They're so cool. Look at that reflection. Superb, I really like it. Here's a seagull on the window. Everyone loves to embroider it. I don't even know how many times I've framed it already. Many, many times. There's a wonderful lighthouse here. There's always a line for them. They're doing a great job. How exactly does that work? Beautifully it's framed. It's like an artist is painting and the birds are flying away. The birds are flying off his canvas. I wish you the very best of luck with everything you do. Hello, our dear people of St. Petersburg. At last, we've made it to you, to our kit manufacturers. Tell us, what new items do you have this time?
This time we are presenting new samplers because the exhibition is taking place in Moscow. Our new item is a walk through Moscow.
A sampler.
Featuring Moscow's landmarks. And since spring is just around the corner, we want flowers and colors, so we have primrose. That's also one of our new items. We've gathered all the spring flowers in one place, along with little bugs, bees, and ladybugs. It turned out to be such a bright set.
Please tell us about these sets. Chimney sweeps, that's what they're called.
Chimney sweeps, yes.
They're very beautiful, I like them.
Well, that's a classic, and it's probably the most popular item, regardless of the season, because people always buy the chimney sweeps. I think this is the absolute most popular collection we currently have.
And what else do people buy the most?
Well, samplers. Samplers now? Yes, right now they're just...
You haven't even had time to frame them yet.
Yes, we haven't had time to frame them yet. We've just made the first samples, the selection. Those are also landmarks. So mainly we focus on landmarks of St. Petersburg, since it's our city and we support it. That's why most of our themes are about Petersburg, but we also have flowers. And there are designs based on famous paintings as well.
You have changed the name now?
No, the name is still the same. It's just that now we've combined two brands, Niva and Palitra.
You've merged.
We've merged. Palitra has remained, yes, as the mid-range segment. Although we do plan to eventually change the mulin that we have. Right now we're working with the Kirov mulin. But we are going to change them, definitely. And accordingly, Niva is already about working directly with independent designers, our Russian designers. That's a slightly different class. There you have Dimsid, Zweiger. It's more for experienced embroiderers. We have another new product. Let me show it to you now.
Here?
Such a beautiful new product. This is a completely new designer. She's just getting started. Zhenya Tashkina. This is her new product. She developed this...
With beads?
Yes, it is a cross and beads.
Incredible.
Beautiful colors. Everything is embroidered with beads. Everything sparkles.
Even in uniform. Wow.
On the uniform, here is the premiere, which was a success for us. Very successful, although the designer was worried, but I hope now her worries will end. She will understand, feel her strength, and will delight us with new designs.
Wonderful. Is she also from St. Petersburg?
No, Zhenya is from Ryazan.
That's great.
If I recall correctly, yes, from Ryazan.
These are thread keepers, right?
Thread keepers, yes, she makes those too.
They're so beautiful. How much do these cost?
750.
Very beautiful, wonderful. Is this also your craftswoman? Yes.
Our craftswoman makes them.
Very nice, beautiful.
Waxes for raspberry are presented as standard. This is for when you want the thread to be silky, aromatherapy. You can choose different scents.
To run the thread through so it slides better, right? Yes, that's great. Hello.
Glad to meet you. It's nice to see you, kids.
Did you like it? Is everything okay?
I'm feeling so incredibly...
I'm really glad that we finally met today. Well then, if that is the case, let's go ahead and take it right now. I must say that I am truly and incredibly glad that you were able to recognize me so quickly today. Thank you. Dear friends, as you can see, we are at the Formula of Handicrafts. Here is our wonderful little magician Elinochka, who organizes all this magic for us. Elinochka, thank you so much. I get such pleasure every time. Just look at how many bags I have.
Yes, that's good. You know, the organizers are so happy when our customers, our guests leave with lots of bags, because that's a good sign. It means we're doing things right. It means the participants are doing everything correctly.
When are you planning to go to St. Petersburg?
Right now we have some difficulty determining the dates for the autumn and winter exhibitions in Moscow, so we are planning to come to St. Petersburg around mid-November, but we will announce the exact date a bit later. So please keep an eye on the news on our website, Formula of Needlework, in the events calendar. As soon as we finalize the venue, we will analyze the timing and dates. Until
November, should we wait? How awful.
Well, for now, I'm not ready to commit to coming to St. Petersburg twice a year because it's technically difficult. But, you know, right now, I've left the situation to resolve itself somehow so that we can get more clarity about where and when we'll be holding events next year, because there are a lot of new variables, both at the legislative level and technically. There are, so to speak, some nuances. We don't know yet.
Thank you so, so much. You are just amazing, a magician, and you create such a celebration for us, for crafters, for everyone.
Well, I don't do this alone. Of course, I do this with a team. And as I've said many times before, the craft forums are not about the organizer. Craft forums are about everyone, about us, those who in one way or another interact and give a part of themselves. These are, of course, the organizers, the participants, the guests who come and support, the masters and the media partners. In other words, it's all the people who are connected to this world of creativity and handmade work. Without the work of these components, yes, without these important components, well, nothing would work at all.
A huge thank you to all the organizers, but first and foremost, of course, to you.
Thank you very much.
We all love you very much.
We adore you because you are
everything.
Oh my God, that's such a huge responsibility. Let's just come to the Lurkadel forum, let's communicate, let's interact, and of course meet and talk in person. For us, I think this is very, very important right now.
Very.
Because all these artificial intelligences, digital technologies, and so on, take away that sense of humanity. But we still, you know, we're about craftsmanship, about real human contact, about those real
hugs.
There, easy, the crown. The kokoshnik, that's very important. So come join us. If you're not with us yet, just search for the Formula of Handicraft and we'll meet together with Tatiana.
Come to us as soon as you can.
With other participants. In short, discover the secret of the perfect hobby together with the Formula of Handicraft. Tada!
Even if you do not typically do any arts or crafts, you should come over here quickly. Because you will definitely catch something interesting and unique.
Something great.
Kind?
Not any kind of illness.
Yes, it's like this, I don't know, that annoying crafting bug which won't let you move around afterwards
So we're waiting for you.
My dear friends, I truly hope that you have enjoyed watching our video today. I'm so tired, I bought so much, and again I won't show it so I don't get scolded too much. But I got such an absolutely immense amount of pleasure from being here. It is truly and utterly fantastic. You should definitely be sure to come to the wonderful Formula of Handicraft exhibition next time if you didn't quite manage to visit us today. There is such an incredible, magical and festive atmosphere here for everyone to enjoy. And there's just this excitement that crafters always have in their hearts. They always want to buy something, to see something new and beautiful. Be sure to come. See you again, my friends. Bye-bye.